for a while, scooters have been around for quite a bit, and just recently, and within the last year, they've gotten really popular. And with a lot of brands in America, such as Dualtron, Turbo Wheel, and the Wolf Warrior, Fluid Free Rides, the list goes on. But a lot of people are really not talking much about Alibaba, and whenever it does get mentioned, a lot of people seem to get either worried or just have a bad story. And I honestly think that a lot of these people, while it is unfortunate that they're having cases where scooters don't arrive or it's damaged, for whatever reason from the shipping, I think Alibaba can be a reasonable website if you do your research. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how Alibaba works, how you go through everything, pricing, and where to find the right scooters, and how I've been able to get these scooters as I have throughout the last year. So let's go ahead and dive into the video. Now, just like with any scooter out there, you gotta do your research. And with Alibaba, it's a very, I guess you could say, almost a tricky website. It really does have features in it that some of you guys may not like, whether it's contacting someone or even more, negotiating and everything. And if that's not your guys' cup of tea, I actually don't recommend this website. In full honesty, if you are just not wanting to talk to someone, or you're just kind of looking to buy really quick, Alibaba might not be the website for you, just because there is some time and talking and kind of going through everything. Now, I honestly think that's a positive, because with a scooter like this, you want to make sure you're getting all the specs that you want along with everything you need for the scooter. Like, how many amps do you want in your battery? How many watts do you want in your motors for dual front? Are you looking for a different model than the one you're looking at? It's simple stuff like that that comes a long way, and I think discussing to someone with that does come a long way. Now, obviously, when you look up Alibaba.com, it'll take you to the website, and you'll probably already notice a lot of stuff that's on the website. Obviously, your first thing, and what I see some people do is they'll just look up electric scooter, and bam, they find the first thing that's in the front. That is not even close to what you want to do. The three companies that I think I recommend to people, and there might be other ones, and if you guys have a recommendation, put it in the comments down below. But I got three that I trust that I think would be well for doing business with. We got the first one here, which is obviously Torsor. I've already done, this is my second purchase that I've done from Wayne David, as I'm waiting for my Torsor X13 to arrive. And this one's the Torsor E8 Pro. And it is just a beautiful scooter. 5,600 watts, 42 amp hour battery, the list goes on, and just overall, it's been an amazing scooter for what it is. And the second company I trust is Maki, or Makey, whatever you want to call it. I've gotten one scooter from them. My buddy got another scooter from them. So you guys have probably seen them before. There were two here originally in the garage. With that, I've sold them since in order to get this Torsor X13 from Wayne David. Now, with the Maki company, with the two scooters I had in the garage, I actually had the Mark 8 model, which had 3,200 watts, 25 amp hour battery, and their service was amazing as well. The first scooter only took 7 days to arrive, when the second one took a month, but that's unfortunately when COVID came in, and that's when shipping process took way longer. They were no longer having scooters from them in China coming to their California warehouse, so just I had to get it straight from China. But unfortunately, at the moment, that's how a lot of these scooters will be coming to you. I mean, maybe some of them do have California warehouses or wherever they're at, but for now, you're most likely going to get it from China. Now, they are similar to the Wolf Warrior in their terms of model and design, and from what I've only seen one bad review about it. I guess like one of the motors came damaged, but unfortunately that just really can happen to any of these scooters. It could have even happened to my Torsor here, but that company I actually would trust. I appreciated the customer service. Everything seemed smoothly, just like all the other ones I've dealt with on Torsor and Maki. So I will make sure to put all the links for them in the description down below, and you guys can check and pick out. But If I'm gonna do a personal pick, it would be Torsour. It's the best bang for your buck, and if you guys haven't seen the new one that's coming, as I mentioned, the Torsour X13, that is going to be hopefully a really awesome scooter when it arrives. It's something I've never seen before from all the other ones, even ones like the Dualtrons and the Turbo Wheel Lightning scooters.
Alright, so we are now here on Alibaba, and once you're on the website, first thing we're going to look up is electric scooters, if I can actually spell it correctly. Alright, so here you can now see all the different scooters that it shows, and like I said, a lot of people tend to just look at the first thing and they just want to buy it automatically, but you actually want to look at each of the companies, and actually the best thing you can do as well is to get some feedback from whether you're on a scooter group community or maybe if you have a friend that just happens to own one of these. But regardless, you don't just want to buy the first one you see, like this one here. Like this one you can't even purchase because you need roughly 4 to 9 pieces in order to get the price of $575. So that is already out of the picture. And that is something else too that a lot of people don't understand with Alibaba. When you're looking for a scooter, you need to make sure that it says one piece. So it'll say it at underneath the price tag of each product shown. And like here it says for a dual motor, you need 1,500 pieces. That's a lot. That's kind of meant more for a company to purchase rather than an individual for purchasing. And in reality, what you need to do is you can filter it as well, so you can only have it to where it shows one piece. But a lot of the companies that sell the scooters already fully manufactured and put together will just be one piece. But again, just make sure you're looking at that, just so if you contact them, they're not like, okay, you need to purchase 5 of these, and then you're good to go. So we're actually going to use Maki here, for example. There it is. All right, so here we're on Maki's website for Alibaba, and here we got the Maki KK10S, which is one of their more popular ones to purchase. And you can see everything on the right hand side. Now, like I said, if you click start order, that doesn't mean you're adding it to cart and purchasing. That just means you are going to be sending them an inquiry message letting them know what you want to buy. Again, you can write your personal message. You can just tell me you want a bit more specs in the scooter, you want to know exactly what battery size you're using, and so forth. And then from there, you're going to be contacting one of the representatives. I spoke to Gwen and Nancy for both of them for the purchases that I've done, and both of them were extremely nice. And I honestly didn't really have any problems with questions. They answered everything. I asked them whether it was for what type of battery cells they're using in each of the battery packs, because sometimes the battery cells they use are questionable or just really cheap, but nope, they're using LGs and Samsungs, which is what you want. That's why a lot of people get the bigger amp hour batteries, because you're guaranteed to have Samsung and LG, not like just the cheap Chinese cells that they use when you're 25 amps and under. So that's one big thing to look out for in regards to purchasing a scooter. Now, if you don't need that much battery, you can go ahead and do it, but just know that it'll deteriorate quicker over time, so you definitely want to get the bigger battery, but that's just in my personal opinion, of course. And then obviously from there, you will continue contacting, and once you guys find the right price, or if you can negotiate, a lot of these companies technically won't, just because that sample price that they're giving you for purchasing one is usually the best price. And keep in mind, you're already saving a lot of money. Like for example here, you're getting a 5600 watt scooter with dual motors for $1,900 with free shipping. Anything else that you look at, like the Wolf Warrior, Turbo Wheel Lightning, or whatever, you're gonna be looking at easily more than $2,500 to $3,000 for a scooter for that same price, etc. So my best recommendation is, if you can negotiate, go ahead. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say, just whatever price they give you, I would definitely accept it for what it is, considering you're buying it right from the manufacturer and not from someone in the USA. So once the price has been agreed on, you are then pay for it. What a lot of these companies will do, and when I first purchased a scooter all the way back in December of last year, I actually did a down payment. So I did $500, and then the following week I paid off the rest. And I kind of recommend that just because sometimes they do run out of these scooters. So if they are telling you, hey, there's only 2 left, I would go ahead and say and do that, just in case you don't have all the money yet or you're waiting for another paycheck. But it works just only if they're low on scooters. But these companies usually have plenty of them in stock, especially with Maki and Torsor. They always got ones ready to ship out and ready to go. So I definitely just pay for it fully when you're ready. So now comes the fun part, which is for the scooter to be shipped and to receive it. Now, as you're seeing on the screen here, the scooter's already been purchased, etc. From Wayne David, from Torsor, and now it's just a waiting game. Obviously, I purchased this, what was that, on the 17th of October, and it's already been a whole month. But, you know, that's just because, again, with COVID and with all the different precautions and procedures they have to take for these scooters to arrive, you know, it's what they have to do. And I'm sure all the other companies on Alibaba are following this. But from there, it usually is sea freight. So that's coming from the ocean all the way to whichever warehouse they land on for the scooter to arrive. Mine is arriving in Georgia, so I'm guessing it's gonna be in California first, where usually they arrive, and then it'll get shipped from there. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but it's coming from the same person where I got the same scooter. So, you know, Wayne David, I'm trusting on you. And something I get asked a lot: how long does it take to arrive? And this is actually a concern that I first had when I purchased my Maki scooter, because you'll most likely get it from FedEx, and what they do is they create the shipping label before it gets shipped out to the seas. So you think that your scooter is coming because FedEx just automatically gives it 5 days and says your scooter is going to arrive on this date. And I thought that's what was happening to me, so I got really excited and nothing happened, and that's when I got concerned, thinking, did I just get scammed? So in reality, it will not take 5 days. It'll actually take more than a month to arrive. Sea freight can normally take 2 to 3 weeks, and it's already been 2.5. So, you know, it's been out there quite a bit, but it's supposed to arrive in customs on the 25th. So hopefully he's speaking the truth on that, and it might even arrive earlier. He says that's just the latest it'll arrive. You know, it could end up being quicker. It just depends when it can get off the boat and into customs, starting to get cleared. And then from customs is a hit or miss. It sometimes can be really quick or really slow, because keep in mind, they have to inspect this huge box, and they gotta make sure the scooter and everything's in good condition, you know, etc. And from there, if everything goes well, it'll be there for probably 3 to 5 days, and then that's when FedEx will get a call from them saying you can pick up the scooter. We have your shipping label that was provided with the box, and then FedEx can start processing your scooter arriving to you, and they'll give you the date. And if you have the app, which I recommend, you'll get notifications on your phone letting you know. Now, I'm sure not everyone's going to want to do this, and I can understand why. You know, it is kind of a painful process. You're just sitting there waiting and waiting. But at the end of the day, you're saving yourself, you know, thousands of dollars, literally. And I've been very fortunate to be able to do deals here on Alibaba with the Torsor, and I actually technically got it for free with selling the two scooters, my Noah's and mine, from Maki, to get this newer one from Torsor. And now we're just waiting for it, and that's why not too many videos have come out. That's just because I'm just waiting. There's nothing else really for me to film, just due to you know COVID's going around the world. You know, there's not a whole lot to film, and winter's coming along, so my scooter days are actually coming to an end, unfortunately. You know, I've just been taking around the block every once in a while, and that's really about it. But hopefully this helps you out, guys. Again, this might not work for everyone. You know, again, if you're really not into the whole waiting process and doing negotiation and discussing with someone about the product you're wanting to buy, you might need to just try and find a different website, or maybe if you want to cough up the extra money, you can purchase it from an American dealership, or whatever the case is, you know, with Turbo Wheel, Apollo, which, don't get me wrong, are all great companies, and some of them are even local, so you can even bring it there and get it fixed whenever you need it. But I just think if you're really just trying to get the best bang for your buck, an Alibaba scooter can work. You just need to find the right place, the right person to talk to, the right price, of course, and then waiting for your scooter to arrive. That's gonna end today's video, guys. If you enjoyed, please make sure to give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos coming soon. If this scooter can arrive even quicker, I'll try. I want to get an unboxing out for you guys and everything. But that's all for now, and I'll see you guys in the next J&M Productions video.